The English Mastiff is by many regarded as the purest and oldest of Molossus races, but it all depends on who you mean by the name of the Mastiff. Certainly existed in Britain Molossus a long time, but to say that this was the Mastiff, as we know it today, is only a fairy tale. M.B. Wynne, who wrote the first book Mastiff in 1886, had the theory that the English Mastiff of the early days has been in Britain. In its purity is similar in many respects to a great bulldog, being the progenitor of the breed. He also believed that this dog was crossed with larger breeds, particularly the Tibetan Mastiff introduced by the Phoenicians, forming a variety of Mastiffs. Well, I agree with Wynne is that the Mastiff and Bulldog have the same origin. The ancestor of the race must have come from the British Isles long ago, that when the Romans invaded England met the dog and reported that British fight came in two sizes, one large and one small. This suggests that the former British Molosso already been separated into two breeds and pre-bulldogs and mastiffs were born. Throughout history, the Mastiff was used as a gladiator in the fight against bears, lions and other animals, and it is said that sometimes the Mastiff struggled with both lions, bears and leopards, also one by one. In the early 1800s many considered as the Mastiff roughly extinct. Bewick says the Mastiff, in his state of purity and unmixed, are rare. Features: height that withers 66 to 82 cm, weight 60 to 100 kg, color various shades of fawn, apricot, silver tabby. Skills: dog saves family. Appearance: this is a race of powerful composition, burly, broad skull and head, usually has a square appearance. Size must be very large and give the impression of power and strength when viewed from any angle. The body must be massive with great breadth and depth, especially between the forelegs, causing these are well separated. Her hair is short and close to the body and the color can vary, while its muzzle, ears and nose around the eyes is always black. Temperament: the Mastiff breed is a combination of grandeur, dignity, and courage, calm and affectionate to its master, but capable of protecting. It's a well-mannered pet but needs enough room to stretch his long body. It is an extremely loyal breed and, although it shows to, is true to his family and is very good with children. However, it can be very zealous in protecting their owners and should be handled sensibly, since it is exceptionally powerful and can be difficult to control. Health: this is a particularly large dog that requires proper diet and exercise. Normally live for 10 to 12 years. Some of the major problems include hip dysplasia and gastric torsion. Minor problems include obesity, costosarcoma, and cystinuria. While purchasing a Mastiff, experts suggest that the dog will do analysis of the hips, elbows, eyes, thyroid and DNA to make sure you do not have progressive retinal atrophy, PRA. Specific care: although not one of the most active breeds, the Mastiff needs a good garden to move, possibly for hours. As with any dog, it is important to exercise and take him out for a walk. It is important to have a soft bed, since due to their weight, some areas such as elbows or hocks tips can lead to skin and calluses. Thank you. Subscribe now. Subscribe now. The English Mastiff is by many regarded as the purest and oldest of Molossus races, but it all depends on who you mean by the name of the Mastiff. Certainly existed in Britain Molossus a long time, but to say that this was the Mastiff, as we know it today, is only a fairy tale. M.B. Wynne, who wrote the first book Mastiff in 1886, had the theory that the English Mastiff of the early days has been in Britain. in its purity is similar in many respects to a great bull.